We're under caution at Watkins Glen. A terrible crash for Denny Hamlin. That is in turn 1 at the end of the front straightaway.
This looks a lot like a brake failure. Saw no skid marks going down in there. This is a tire barrier. You can see there's a guardrail there.
You see Denny inside the car, and the safety workers there attending to him.
Very high speed getting into turn 1. We're counting on that brake pedal to be there. If it's not.
Yeah. And there's just nothing you can do. There's no way. You can't turn the car. You can't turn it off. You can't do anything that's really going to slow the car down enough at that point in time.
Kind of similar to what Brad Keselowski's car looked like from Road Atlanta when he had that accident.
Yeah. And Denny climbing from the car.
Man.
A testament to the safety of these vehicles and
he's out.
This young man works hard in the gym on his physical conditioning, and I think that has a lot to do with it too.
2 words here. Watch this.
Yeah, it looks like
He's got some brakes.
The front brakes are, the left front's locked up.
That's almost like the throttle hung.
Gosh, man, that could have been. It could have been the throttle hung pushing the front tire. Man.
Look at how much it moved that guardrail, even through the tire barrier.
You can see the smoke from the front tires, like he's trying to get this car stopped, and maybe the throttle is hung partially. Man.
Yeah, those rear tires are still going hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Terrible crash there for Denny Hamlin. Fortunately, he climbed from the car and did walk away. And naturally, it brings up the images of Jimmy Johnson's terrible crash there in that Nationwide Series race several years back when he lost his brakes over the top of the gravel track.
Man, you can see the track is configured different because it had gravel then, had a styrofoam wall. Man, that is just a hard lick. Well, what's beaten Marcus Ambrose in these races before is he uses up so much car that when it comes down to the end, when he really needs it, it's not there. I'm not so sure that maybe he had learned from that, and he might be saving just a little bit for these last few laps.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit of tire, but more braking, because that's where he makes a lot of his passes. It's under those braking positions that he gets himself in.
Yeah, he's going to have those brakes to be cool, and he's probably thinking about that because he's probably already planned where he's going to pass Kyle. He's been close enough to see him and where he's strong and where he's not, and he's planning that pass, and he needs to get his car ready to do it.
Yeah, and this is no slouch. I'm not sure we give Kyle Busch enough credit as a road racer. We know he's won, but he really does.
Yeah, he overdrove that corner.
Yep.
He could see smoke coming from the tires. He kind of overdrove into that corner. Didn't hurt him, though.
The run off this corner and the braking down into turn 1 has been where Ambrose has moved up the last couple of spots. But Kyle got a good run off that one.
Yeah, he had a great run off there. Carried a lot of momentum from turn 6, where he used up all of that extra pavement they put out there.
It's amazing. It didn't really cost him any time.
See him work up through the S's here. He's checking out, just seeing what kind of gap he has there. You're up in the high gear. He knows he's got enough gap here. He doesn't have to worry about overdriving into this corner, this time into the inner loop, because Ambrose is not nearly close enough to get to it.
While we watch this, most all of the spots back through the top 15 or so are not close enough to be missing any passing going on, were the words I was looking for. Will there be any passing going on here?
Uh-oh,
trouble, Paul Menard.
Paul Menard's having problems.
Yeah, that could bring out a caution right here. A lot of debris on the course right there.
Likely bring out a caution. I'm not sure he can make it back from there.
Caution is out.
Caution is out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, that's right.
Interested in...
This could go, you know, the way this is timing out, could go a lap or two extra.
Yep.
Interested in two things here. That was one of them, the fuel and how that might play into this. The other is that's going to put Ambrose to Kyle's outside for the restart. That's not been an advantageous place to be.
No, but we
I
did
got
see.
low oil pressure.
You got a fire.
We did see on
Hey,
the
you got
start
a
of this
fire under
race.
the car. You got a fire under the car. Just try and stay out of the groove.
Back to what you were talking about there, Alan. We did
There's a
see
fire under the car.
on the start of this race, A.J. Allmendinger able to take the lead from that
Fire is out
outside.
now, Paul. Fire is out. You got
Off
a safety
of,
truck right there.
Yep.
Kyle Busch, who was starting on the pole.
NASCAR's yelling to stop. Safety truck's right there.
And if there's a lot of oil up there, then that could prolong this even more as they try to get that cleaned up.
Looks like he's broken an oil cooler. That's what caused
can
that
see
fire.
the oil
Yeah,
there.
you can see the track.
I don't know. NASCAR will decide to maybe red flag this as they try to get that cleaned up, because it's going to take a while to clean this up.
Paul Menard was running 14th at the time of the incident that has put us under caution for just the 4th time in this race.
Oh,
tire.
Bad place to blow a tire.
Yes.
We were just showing in Kyle Busch's in-car where you're wide open, already in high gear there, up over 150 miles an hour at that point.
Nice job to wrestle that under control.
And now you see it's, like I said, it's broken either a fuel line or an oil line. Got a fire going under there. Paul wisely brings it to a stop.
Green-white checker, the green flag, they race. If they get back around to the white without a caution, the next flag ends the race. Who's it going to be?
Ambrose spun the tire some. Brad Keselowski won by him.
Kyle Busch lights him up.
He's sideways.
Here comes Brad.
Contact. Keselowski is through the lead.
Wow. Here comes Montoya, but he's not able to hold off Kyle Busch.
Okay, this interloop's going to be exciting up here.
Keselowski's going to have to really guard.
A wiggle, a wobble.
Here comes Ambrose hard in the throttle.
A little bump there, a little nudge.
Have to know Kyle Busch is going to be close here too.
Clear.
Tell you what, Ambrose better get down in this corner good or Brad's going to be all over you.
Maybe a little bump right here from Brad. Kyle Busch coming hard.
Oh, he's still sideways.
White flag.
No mistakes. Bring it on,
One
buddy.
lap to
No
go.
mistakes.
Next
Clear on
flag
green.
ends the race. Do they have enough fuel to come back around and finish it? Kyle Busch looking to get back around Keselowski. Oh, big crash in turn number 2. David Ruderman.
Still green.
Oh, looks like Tony Stewart out through the grass in the inner loop.
And back through traffic. Caution is out.
Is out. Yellow's out.
Race is over. Marcos Ambrose is your winner. And Tony Stewart is up against the guardrail. Wow. What an
Congratulations there, Ambrose. You are officially a winner in the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. Good job.
Somebody might want to give that guy a brand update.
He's now in the Sprint Summer Showdown.
Awesome job, buddy. Proud of you. I am so proud of you.
Todd Parrott, the crew chief on this car, going back to victory lane again.
So Marcos Ambrose gets what he's longed for such a long time, a win in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Wild final couple of laps. And while Marcos celebrates his win, let's go back and show you a little bit of what happened. As David Reagan also involved in that crash with David Ruderman. You see Reagan walking from his car. Wow. Oh, goodness.
6 gets, it's like, oh my gosh.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Like Boris said, got into the 6 car. David Reagan. Oh, my goodness.
That's a hard lick for David Reagan, but this, oh my goodness.
Ron Fellows also into the wall in that. Wow, terrible.
Still there, still there.
About 3 hard licks for Reagan.
Fortunately, David Reagan and David Ruderman climbing from their cars. Marcos Ambrose managed to get by Brad Keselowski and lead the last lap of this race, and he's going to pick up his first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series win